everybody, GamerPenny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play. Guys, I noticed something in the last two episodes. I was accidentally recording at 60 FPS, and that may not seem like such a bad thing, but I did notice on some of the videos, and I'll see how it uploads to YouTube, but the problem that we had with 60 FPS when I first started recording these is sometimes the game would go so far below 60 FPS because of my internet or my settings or whatever that we'd actually stutter when I'm turning the camera. So we might actually get some even here. If we go too far below 60 FPS, it stutters. I wasn't noticing it a whole lot when I looked back at the video. So guys, let me know if you're okay with it, because it would make it a lot easier if I could keep it at 60 FPS. If it becomes too much, just let me know and I'll turn it back down to 30. The other thing that's new, you can see kind of from here, I actually joined an FC. So I did more than just join an FC. I actually did a server transfer, and I transferred to my main server where my monk is actually on. So I'm now on Genova, and I did that because I was finding that Faerie was a little bit underpopulated, so all those fate grinding that I was trying to do, there was a reason no one was in it. We were on a very low pop server. Genova's a little bit more populated, and I joined a free company, and the free company I joined is one that I was in. It's called Crown of Thorn. The free company is based off of some YouTubers and streamers. Specifically, it was started by Strippin and Dodger, or Dexterity Bonus, and I found it through ItMeJP, who I watch on Twitch a lot. And even though it's built around like YouTubers and streamers and stuff, it is one of the nicest, most friendly, one of the most active guilds out there. I mean, you can see on the right button, we have 459 members in here. So I've been in here before. I've been in the guild before, and every time that I've been in it, it's been really nice. So I wanted to bring Vesper over here and do it. So so that a bit pretty much sums up all the changes that we had since last time. I am gonna go ahead and go into the Waking Sands and continue our main quest here. We'll go talk with Minfilia. Now, last time she said that she had some special guests that wanted to talk to us. So, oh, Yeti and Papalimo are here. So we'll see who these special guests are. Science of the Seventh Town. Welcome back, Vesper. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. Alright, we'll see what she has to say. Now, because I am in a... She can talk now? Okay. Because I am in an FC, I've created a different chat channel, so you're not going to see my FC chat. I don't want to record them without, the whole guild being okay with it, so I don't want things or drama to come out through that, so you won't be able to see the FC chat. I have another chat tab there, so that's the only thing. Alright, welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Vesper. Now, when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. Oh, I remember. This way, sirs. I was like, who is this? Yay, Biggs and Wedge. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm God's man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Cool. Magitek-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that the Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Hello. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Aw, Minfilia. I actually don't remember where the story goes from here. Oh, I also did our daily dungeon, off camera, of course, because it was Tamtar Deepcroft again. So I actually leveled up in there, so that's why we're a little bit higher level. Alright, Minfilia. Minfilia needs you to investigate the Sylphs. Oh, fun. Okay.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Okay. I get really excited every time he talks because it's Balthier.
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us?
I mean, of course.
I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Alright, cool. So we're gonna go check out the Sylphs and make sure that they're not about to summon Ramu, which would suck. He's like one of the strongest primals. At the Adder's Nest. So we can actually teleport straight to New Gridania. Alright, so we're gonna go there. This is gonna be the ultimate test of our 60 FPS. Is anything to do in Gridania. With all the grass. so we'll see. Guys, seriously though, let me know in the comments if it's too bad, if it gets too choppy as we're running around here, and I'll change it back to 30 FPS. It's no problem. But I thought it'd be easier if I could leave it at 60, just because sometimes that was lag, that wasn't a chop. Sometimes I accidentally forget to change my sims back to 60, and some of them are at 30 FPS. Wow, cool, look at her. Or him. I mean, where do you even get that stuff? I can't wait till we're high enough level to try all this stuff. Alright. Let's talk to this guy. We know far too little of the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to Ah, beg pardons. 'Tis a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? I just so happen. Sweet. So at some point we're gonna have to pick up the level 25 Thaumaturge quest as well. Should be the last Thaumaturge quest before we turn into a Black Mage. Hail, adventurer! I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the twin adder? Good day, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Oh, that was Yeta. Yeta and Papalimo. Always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the twin adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveswood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The twin adder is of the same mind, and it is precisely for this reason that the Sylphs' relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of a primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Ramu, or leave the Sylphs on to their own ways? That is a question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistake a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. Sure. The Sylphs of Little Solus remain untempered, and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of the productive parley. En route to Little Solus, you will come upon the Hawthorn Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylphs' favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs? This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorn Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. Okay, I think we ran to the Hawthorn Hut, if I'm not mistaken, so do we have that? Yes, East Shroud. Okay, Hawthorn Hut, oh wait, at the West Shore Pier. Okay, I'm glad I didn't just go there, because the person we have to talk to is actually in here. Let me make sure, no, the house that Death built. I'm gonna go pick that up because it's one of the quests that lead to another one. And I don't know what it is. The house that Death built. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see what that one is. I'll probably know it when I see it. House that Death built. Interesting. Let's see what she's got to say. Oh, we could play Triple Triad. Okay. As if I'm not busy enough without playing Lost and Found. Oh, do forgive me, friend. Once again, one of our customers has departed without her belongings. I'm at a loss for what to do about it. While I understand that adventurers have many cares on their minds, 'twould make my life much easier if they could keep their personal effects in order. But you did not come here to lend an ear to my grumblings. Thank you. This is the book in question. The face of its owner was unfamiliar to me, but Errol over there seemed quite smitten with her, as with every pretty lass he lays his eyes on. But that's neither here nor there. Might it trouble you to inquire as to the girl's whereabouts? I found the man to be less than forthcoming ever since I spurned his advances. Okay. There's a couple one. Oh god, I'm doing multiple at once here. I don't know what we just picked up. Ah, the sweet little thing with the journal? Course I remember her, and remember her well. Had a smile to warm the heart, and a laugh, a lilt one might say, to tickle the depths of the soul. And she was the most eager to hear tales of my travels, which speaks to a keen and sensitive mind. Jilly, I believe, was her name. No, that's not right. Jilly was the redhead from last week. Ah, damned if I can remember. You must understand, no small number of comely lasses seek out my company. I dare say keeping all the names and faces straight is an adventure in itself. Any road, the girl spoke of paying a visit to Apkulu Falls before traveling on. Like as not, you'll find her there now, shedding a tear or two at our parting. Do pass along my regards if you see her. She should be readily recognizable in that charming straw hat of hers. I don't know what one we just picked up here. This is the one I wanted. House that Death built. Okay. If you're poking around looking for work, you must be an adventurer too. Am I right? You won't find much here, I'm afraid. Seems the only thing people talk about these days is that nasty bit of business down near Issamhar. Surely you've heard the stories of a strange portal suddenly appearing in the ruins down there? No. Hey, don't give me that look. I'm only telling you what I overheard from the whalers. They say on the other end of it is some sort of labyrinth. The thing is, every time they go down there to map the place out, nothing is the same. A mystery if I've ever heard one. Frankly, I'm more than happy to let it stay a mystery. Strange apparitions, booby-trapped corridors. Going down there is nothing short of suicide. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like Palace of the Dead. I wonder if this is the quest to open Palace of the Dead. Still, the prospect of treasure is awful tempting. Don't take my word for it, though. Head down to Issamhar and you can hear it straight from the chocobo's mouth. Alright, so we've picked up some, more than I meant to. We've picked up some quests here, but what I wanted to do was actually, that's the archer quest. We need to go up here, so we need to go to the Lancers Guild. Oh wait. Let's do that one first. Still the Lancers Guild. Whoops. I bet this is doing wonders for the 60 FPS and the turning around. So, hopefully it looks alright. Gridania is, again, the worst for my frame rate. It just doesn't look... Frame rate and bit rate, not very good. Okay, let's go do this one over here first. Apkala Falls? I don't know. Yep, Apkalu Falls. Oh, there's another triple triad person up there. I might go around and try some of those on camera at some point, but alright, here. Millith Ironheart. Pardon, I don't believe we've met. You've something of mine, you say? Yeah, we have this book. My journal! Thank to 12! In my haste to escape the clutches of that insufferable mutton-monger, it slipped my mind entirely. Might it be so bold as to ask your name? Vesper Valentina. You have my gratitude, Vesper. It may not look like much, but I count this humble diary among my most prized possessions. Its pages brim with tales of the most heart-stirring sights to be seen in our realm, as told to me by the sensitive souls I have met in my travels across Eorzea. Tales that have struck me with the most incurable case of wanderlust. As an adventurer, you too have seen the realm, I am sure. But I would ask you, Vesper, have you truly seen her? Bore witness to Eorzea in her myriads of splendor? Have you stood on the palm-fringed beaches of Costa del Sol just as the sun peeks out over the horizon, its rays kissing the sands beneath your feet? Have you lost yourself in the night sky of the Segoli, adrift amidst a boundless sea of stars? Ah, but why do I even try to convey the words that which must be seen to be appreciated? To our fortune, whithersoever we wander, Eorzea's beauty is but a stone's throw away. If I may quote from my journal, yes, this is the one. Afore the fane, beneath the two that are as one, her divine cup runneth over with light ethereal. Such were the conjurer's words, and I would see as she saw. I saw for myself before coming here, and I can assure you the conjurer spoke true. Indulge me. Go there and look out upon the beauty before you. I would hear your thoughts. Go where? What? You deliver the journal of who is... Oh, it opens a sightseeing log. Okay, yeah. Seek out a place where for the Fang, and look out for the Fang. I'm gonna have to look it up. Oh, for the Fang. Stillglade Fang. Conjurer's Guild. So, like, right before it. Guys, let's try it. I actually want to just stop here, too. Hello, young one. So, this is actually going to... Completing certain achievements will earn you a reward, which can be collected by speaking with Jonathas. Okay, so some achievements, if we earn a reward from them, we come back and talk to that person. We don't have one right now. Oh, is it on our map? It is, right here. A sight to behold. Okay, cool. Let's run down there. We're just going to do this really quick, because it's going to unlock our sightseeing log, which I've actually not done a whole lot with that one either. Like, honestly, there's so much in this game. There's so many, like, different systems and different things you can do and all these logs to do. I got to max level and I finished the story quest, but that is just the beginning. Like, you can unlock dungeons and get to hard modes. Alright, so we had to do a /lookout. You can get hard modes in all the dungeons. Did I get it? You've looked upon one of Yoria's stirring vistas, as identified by the explorer Milf Einhard. Okay. What was I saying? Lancer's Guild. Oh, yeah, all the dungeons, well, most of them have hard modes, and then extreme modes, even. And so, like, there's just so much to do, and there's so much to unlock in this game. I love it. I was realizing again today how much I adore this game. I'm going like a backwards route. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Okay, good. Like, we will never get bored of stuff to do. It might get grindy at times, but we're going to try to do a lot. Our main focus with this character, at least, is always going to be the main story. Because I do want to get through Heaven's Ward and into Stormblood before the next expansion after Stormblood. I'm sure we'll get there, so welcome back, Vesper. I trust you were as moved by the sight as I was. The great stone that adorns the entrance to Stillglade Fane is none other than the Sky Serpent's egg, cast down from the heavens by Nofika the matron so long ago. And those mammoth tree trunks? Remnants, no doubt, of a primeval forest. Whence did they come? Why do the two great arbors grow as one? This I do not know. What I do know is that the realm is replete with such beauty, if only we know where to look. This is what compels me to wander. Not the promise of power, glory, or riches, but a burning desire to bear witness to all the wonders around us, wrought by gods and men alike. Though we have just met, the twinkle in your eye tells me that we share certain aesthetic sensitivities. It would be my pleasure to gift you with a sightseeing log of your own. Thank you. In its pages, you will find my record of the most stirring sights in the realm, both those I have seen with my own eyes and those I have, thus far, at least, only heard of in my travels. No doubt your adventures keep you occupied, but this not all the more reason to take in the sights as you travel, that both body and mind might enjoy a moment's respite from time to time, and who can say, perhaps you will discover glorious new vistas that have eluded even me. With that, I wish you safe travels, Vesper. When you have seen all there is to see, pray return to me. I would like nothing more than to share impressions with a fellow sensitive soul. Thank you. Now we got the sightseeing. You've access to sightseeing log, a compendium of the most beautiful sights to be seen in Eorzea, as compiled... Ooh, the lights turn on. As compiled by the explorer Milf Ironheart. To open it, select... Okay. Yep. Okay, fine. So sightseeing log. Here's what it is. Like, it gives you a riddle and you have to find... Like, let's just read one. I've never been the pious type, but when the sun strikes those windows and the trees in the gardens glisten, even I find myself mouthing a prayer from time to time. Such were the botanist's words, and I would see as he saw. In the east shroud, so we got, like, a window and gardens. Like, that sort of stuff. That's going to be kind of hard to do, so... we might look some of those up and try to get some of them done. We might you know, we might do an episode on that. So, alright, let's continue our main quest here. See where the main quest leads. We're going to Hawthorn Hut. But we gotta talk to this guy first. And I really think that the house that Death built is the Palace of the Dead, because that description sounded exactly like the booby-trapped corridors and the changes every time you go in there. That's for sure Palace of the Dead, unless there's something else that's very like it. So, the ferry docked at the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east, and you should find the Hawthorn Hut without much trouble. The Hawthorns are most welcoming folk who have shown us no small measure of goodwill. Still, a bit of courtesy goes a long way. I would encourage you to stop by Full Flower Combe and introduce yourself to Rosa before you travel on. Okay. So I'm not going to go to Hawthorn Hut yet, because we gotta talk to someone who's probably right over the... this? Yes. I think the other one was actually the housing. But, oh well. I am still saving up for our own house. I think there are apartments you can get now, so you don't have to do a house. Oh, but we joined a free company, and I know they have a free company house. So, okay. Man, this probably looks awful on YouTube. It looks awful as I'm playing it. For some reason, it is so laggy and ridiculous right now. So I apologize. I don't quite know what's going on. We could do a fate. I did this fate earlier when I was trying to get to Chocobo. Let's talk to Rosa Hawthorne. Ah, an adventurer. Thank the 12. You couldn't have come at a more opportune time. Please, you must help us. Why, it's our bees. The poor little dears are under attack by a murderous swarm of hornets. These beehives are our livelihood. You must save them. Okay, so if I touch this, some hornets are gonna fly out, I guess. A deafening buzzing assaults your ears. Here we go. Kill the killer hornet cloud. Is there only one of them? Oh, but there's two more that we have to touch. No problemo. Okay. Let's go get this one down here. Okay, one there. You guys would have been proud of me. I did really well in the dungeon. I'm like remembering to change between the stances. I was very happy with my my performance in there. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Although every level we get, or every couple levels we get a new skill, and it just where is it? Oh, it just changes what the rotation is, and it kind of sucks. Oh well. I might have to turn down the graphics again. I don't know if they got reset or something. It feels like something is not right. Let me look at that after this, because it feels really, really stuttery right now. And I'm not quite sure why. Let me look. Graphic setting. Normal. Grass quality off, maybe. You know what? Let's just do that. It probably looks gonna look... Hey! It's probably gonna look a little bit better. I mean, it kind of sucks, right? That we have to turn it down that much. It's a beautiful game. It's still pretty. I might turn it back on, but let's just see what it looks like now. So, thank you, friend. Finally, our bees can make their honey in peace. I knew you were 12 cent the moment I laid eyes upon you. You traveled to our hut, you say? And would speak with the serpent officer there? There's one who goes by Amelin. He is a sentry at Jocelyn's Spire, but makes regular excursions to our hut. He's quite enamored of our honey and the tales of my husband Rolf, though I've found him to be tight-lipped around those he's unfamiliar with. Oh, I know what we might try. Why don't you take a jar of fresh honey to him? I reckon you'll find him more than talkative then. Okay, so we got some honey. Yeah, so it's already feeling better to me a little bit. Hopefully it's looking okay too. I hate that. I have a pretty good computer. I don't know why it's lagging. I just bought a new graphics card too. I don't know why the grass lags so much, but oh well. We'll deal with it. We'll be fine. just know that this game is absolutely beautiful if you don't have to record. Alright. So it looks like... Where is he? Down? Yeah, probably in here. We came and got this earlier when we were doing the fates, so he's probably inside here. This is the Levy Mets, which I'm not gonna get, because then it forces you to do one, and I hate that, so... Indeed, I am Emmeline of the Twin Adder. Your face is unfamiliar to... You have a present for me, you say? Yeah, this jar of honey. A jar of Rosa's honey, and freshly harvested to boot. You certainly know how to make a first impression, friend. Ah, so you are the adventurer of whom the commander spoke. Do forgive me for being curt. My stomach was rumbling something fierce. My word, this honey, like liquid gold. Ahem, forgive me. We have come to discuss not honey, but sylphs. For all their whimsy, they're a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more? You do well to speak to Rosa's husband here, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Okay, hey Rolf. Let's see what he's got. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing. They're peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. Beg pardon, friend, my memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. Okay. Alright, let's talk to, Isabel. The Sylphs? Yes, father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Tee. Okay. What level is this one? The replacement color? I don't want to do it. Okay, so the other ones must be outside. One right here. Blysette. The quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Okay, so they don't eat, they photosynthesize and moan. The sylphs, inveterate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing mournful faces on our masts, the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Okay. We got the chocobo thing on the way out here before. Alright. We found out as much as we could. They're tricksters, they photosynthesize. And I forget what Isabel told us already. Oh, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. What? He's a fool. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It just may help win the favor of our forest friends. So you dance in greeting. Okay, what else? Oh, still here, eh? Great, there's one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you'll do well to bring along, drat, what is it again? And Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend, speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own. Are you serious? I gotta run all the way over there. Oh, no, I don't have to run all the way over because we got a mount. Yes. Hi, Behemoth. Okay. He's so massive. Red Sterling. Cool. Alright. Let's get back over to Rosa. She's gonna see Behemoth come rolling up on her and go, oh my god. What is that monster? Look at him. He's so terrifying. You do get to fight him in game 2, even though he's a, Actually, you get to fight him multiple times. I was watching a dungeon today, a later dungeon, a hard mode of a dungeon. And he's in that dungeon too, so it's kind of cool. Alright. A peace offering for the Sylphs. I'd give you another jar of my honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milk root? That's what we call the root of of that most fiendish seedkin, the Ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the Sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an Ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow, with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Okay. Ochus are like one of my least favorite. I remember them from Final Fantasy X, where you have to fight one of the Ochus. Ugh, I hate it. I hate it. Like, it's right before, it's when you're in the woods, right before, what was it, Macalania, I think? Alright, let's pour this amber syrup on there. And see if an Ochu arrives. With oh, yep, there. Little tiny one, but still. Still good enough. Oh, and I found out, I got the question answered, that you can summon your Chocobo as a companion at level 30. So we got to get to level 30 before we do that. Okay, we got that. Present the Milkwood to Rolf Hawthorne. Oh, hey, Behemoth again. So once we get to level 30, we're going to have a lot to do at level 30. Because 1, you can get to summon your Chocobo. But 2, we can pick up the Black Mage quest. Right? Am I lying when I say that? It might be 35, but I think it's 30. I think it's 30. I'll have to look that up again. It's been so long, guys. I'm sorry. But we also have to get another job to level 15 to be able to become a Black Mage. And I think it's the Archer, so that should be fun. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Yeah, we got Milkroot. Milkroot, but of course. Those Sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of Milkroot will have the Sylphs calling you friend and sister the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. Okay. Talk to him again. We're gonna get some potions from this. Uh-oh. Cutscene. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milkweed well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. Thank you. The Sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in Chocobo done. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of that morble that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. Sure. Ah, and before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Emmeline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. Okay. I don't know why that needed to be a cutscene. Let's talk to Emmeline. It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival in Little Solace, seek out a young Sylph by the name of Komuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has a close ear to the tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the Sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the Elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Okay. So we'll go run down there. We'll go head into Little Solace. And, oh, our cloud mount! We're Goku! Yes! Alright, we're gonna go to Little Solace. We'll finish this first contact quest. And I think that will be where we end the episode. So, we're meeting the Sylphs this time. I love it. Look at us. This was from the $20 or more spent on Amazon. That's where this comes from, so. Alright. And it has the really cool music, too. Okay. Comuxio. Walking one is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking one should go home and leave this one be. Alright, it just so happens we know how to dance. Oops. Oh. Apparently we don't. So, slash dance. Really? Hold on, guys. Where's my emotes? Where's my emotes? There they are. Isn't there a slash dance? Strange dancing ones. Yeah, slash dance. Oh, okay. There we go. I don't know why it didn't work before. Maybe because we were in a menu? This one would welcome walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so walking one should speak with quick tongue. Okay. Walking one would bring gift to this one. Walking one is most kind. I have this milk root and letter to the elder. Walking one brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks, gives many, many thanks. You're quite welcome. See what comes next. Walking one carries message for elder one. This one will deliver the message to elder one. Walking one should not worry. Here they are again. Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we come to pay our respects to your elder, and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania? Walking one became a dancing one and brought milk root. But walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy. Walking one should go home. Go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Little Solus have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Vesper here is an oath of peace penned by the elder Seedseer herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of walking one's. Elder one has no words for Gridania. Walking one's waste everyone's time. Well, I never. Turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Vesper's jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Okay, weak silencing, sleeping, paralyzing. I mean, I guess actually silencing probably would be. I don't know, I don't use those potions that much, so. Alright, so, we've got our work cut out for us because the Sylphs didn't accept us. Little buggers. But we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, so this is going to be where we stop. Guys, again, let me know how the 60 FPS is working out. If you want me to change it back over to 30, just say so, and it's done, guys. So thanks, guys, so much for the support on this series. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more Final Fantasy XIV Online, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye, everyone.